Good works are links that form a chain of love.
Just imagine now, if you will, that the doctor says, I've got some really bad news for you. Better sit down to take this. We have a real serious situation with your child. I can't imagine anything worse than that. And so what could be a more important thing to try to help? Well, I'd say the mission of Any Baby Can is to try to alleviate some of the suffering that comes from having that bad news of the doctor saying to you, something seriously wrong with your baby.
Robert is our fifth child. He's a twin, and he is a blessing to our family. Up until about age 2.5, he was normally developing like Victoria, and then about 2.5, he had his first grand mal seizure. Up until probably several years ago, we were on the track that he had a very, very severe seizure disorder. Had great doctors, and they diagnosed him with the mitochondrial disease. The mitochondrial are the energy source in each cell. He has seizure issues resulting from the brain not functioning correctly. He has muscle issues from the muscle system not doing what it needs to do. But it is a progressive disease, so each year we watch a little piece of him go away, and so we manage it. I didn't know anything about Any Baby Can. I had gotten to the place where I realized I needed help. I was emotionally drained and physically unable to care for Robert as he progressed with his seizures. And a friend told me about them and said, hey, there's this organization, you might want to call them. I think in the beginning, for our family anyway, it was hard to ask for help. We thought, okay, we can do this, it'll be fine. Then we realized we couldn't do it by ourselves. Most of the people in our family, I think if not all, would say that they brought hope. They had a plan that worked, a very compassionate way of dealing with each family member. I think hope is something a lot of parents don't talk about, because when you're told that your child really isn't probably going to make it through the next 6 weeks, or the conditions are going to get so bad, in his case, his mitochondrial disease, that you're going to want to institutionalize him. There has to be someone in your life that tells you, you can get up tomorrow and you can do this.
It so happens with the special needs child, once it's born, the doctor's taking care of most of the things that that child is going to have to go through. Who's caring for the parents? Who's caring for the siblings? Who's caring to keep this family together? That's Any Baby Can.
Jaden, she's a 23-week preemie, and she has cerebral palsy. She's almost 5, but she's not able to walk or talk. Having a child with special needs, no one plans for that. And so it was a big shock to all of us. I was just in a state where I was really emotionally and physically drained. And I had this special needs child that had so many healthcare needs. You don't really know how to react to that. You don't really know what to do. Strong people ask for help, but sometimes it's not always apparent where to go ask. If I hadn't been told, call Any Baby Can, I wouldn't be here where I am. I made an analogy that Any Baby Can was kind of like my knight in shining armor, because they just rescued me from the state of just despair and anxiety. I really don't want to imagine what it would be like to not have that support system behind me and Jaden. The sense of hope that people say they feel, that's what I see in my daughter. It's reflective of what Any Baby Can is doing for other families.
Any Baby Can impacts the entire community by providing these kind of services so that we don't, as a community, have to ignore people who are badly in need. So, like anything that we do in the community to make life easier for those less fortunate, Any Baby Can's at the center of that.
My daughter, Samantha Lynn, was born with a rare condition called Batter syndrome. It affects different parts of the body, mainly the vertebrae, the trachea. They're born with missing limbs. Some children do not make it because it will affect their heart and they only live a couple of days. We had several doctors blunt out tell us, your daughter's gonna die. When they told me about what she had, her condition, I, took it by the horns and just took it. We tried every day to do it on our own, and then it got to a point where I said, we just can't. We need the help. And I said, okay, let's see if any baby can will help. Knowing that there's an agency that can help is relieving. The whole surrounding, when you go there, you feel the love of everybody, the concern, the support of what they have. They make you feel home. I really don't know what we would do without their help. To see her the way she is now, interested in school, interested in dancing, music, we never expected, And when we see her, especially when I see her dance with Dad, it's amazing. Her being there on the dance floor, turning around and seeing her pretty dress, it was amazing to see her walk. And she can do all that is, a miracle. We didn't want to put this burden on the family, on my mom, or anybody else. And so to know that they were there was wonderful.
Our attitude has always been, we'll start with a need, we'll find the money, we'll find the support. And so far, the community's been fabulous in bringing us that support. I just can't imagine what you would do if you didn't have an Any Baby Can you could turn to.